So today's going to be a test run where we're actually going to try out what the rest of the class will be like for probably the rest of the semester. So what we're going to talk about is assignment 2, which is coming at the end of unit 2. So if you want to find assignment 2, what you'll have to do is go to the class blog and then scroll all the way bottom to the bottom of the home page. So again, make sure that the home is selected right here. Scroll to the bottom. And then eventually you'll find the assignment prompts. If you click that, that will open up into a new tab, and you'll eventually have to scroll through the document until you get to assignment 2, the genre analysis. So in the genre analysis, what we're doing is we're comparing whichever essay you individually wrote about for the end of unit 1 with assignment 1, the rhetorical analysis. And now what you're going to do is we're going to, as a class, use the film The Birth of a Nation. And we're going to then compare The Birth of the Nation to that essay that you wrote about for the end of Unit 1. So The Birth of a Nation, we are going to go over how to analyze film as we work together as a class, but now we're just going to open up and talk about it. So here's the assignment itself, and I don't necessarily want to read all this to you since you can look it up, so please do look it up. But a couple concepts I want you to hold on to as you're watching bits of the film today, which you will do. I'm going to give you a link to YouTube, and you'll be able to watch a film on YouTube. Is that I want you to keep in mind that even though we're talking a lot about rhetoric and analysis and doing a genre analysis, we're still talking about discourse and discourse community and how knowledge is made through these particular groups, these units of people. So remember from Unit 1, we talked about the concept of discourse community with the Swales article, and discourse community is different from a speech community. All of that is in that Swales article. If you need a refresher, please check out that Swales article, which you can again find on the homepage of the class blog. The discourse, as we talked about last time, that is the writing that's produced by these discourse communities, especially the discourse communities of science and of law, like we've been studying, end up forming the basis for warrants. That is, those shared values, those unspoken values that the people in the discourse community share. And then those are turned into the different methods that those people within that discourse community will use to persuade each other and to persuade people outside of the discourse community that their views, that the discourse are producing, the knowledge that they're making through this discourse is correct. The other thing that I want us to hold on to is the concept of multiliteracies, and that was talked about in that Mirabella article about the servers. And so we're actually adapting multiliteracies to be what a discourse community also teaches its members when it comes to reading people and situations. And so that's what's really important here is as we go forward into Unit 2, we want to think about the ways that these different writers and these different natural scientists, and I'm doing the air scare quotes again because we don't see them as scientists now, but as scientific racist. But at the time they were considered scientists, how they created multiliteracies for people to use and how those multiliteracies affected the concept of citizenship and civil rights, as well as how it promoted and continued to reproduce a system of white supremacy in the United States. So keep those concepts in mind, and I'm going to stop this video for now, and then we'll go ahead and do some work that you'll see in the blog posted beneath this particular video.